Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you are new, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. We're gonna be doing something we usually do every month, which is break down like the progress of my account because it is relatively new. Been playing since Weapon X, and it's kind of interesting to see the progression of like every month and like my dips. I have highs and I have lows when it comes to progression. This one's in the middle. I haven't really been playing Marvel Snap as much this month, but not because the game's bad. I think the game's in a good state right now. It's just because of other things that we'll talk about in this video. So Marvel Snap. Let's just do this first. Progression. I'm at 6.780, which is decent. I still have been doing my dailies. I've been doing everything. I have spent less money. I actually haven't spent any money except for the Battle Pass stuff this month, which is just a premium upgrade for me. And that is the goal, to not really spend anymore. Not because I don't like the games, because I have to invest my money elsewhere, and we'll kind of talk about that when we get there. So, what am I currently aiming for on Marvel Snap? Because I'm in a place where I'm pretty happy where I am, right? And the last deck that I kind of put together that it's been really fun has been this one. I really do enjoy this deck. It's my Organic Storm Virus deck. I'm still tweaking around with Fantomex, trying to figure out like what I like, what I don't like. I've been experimenting with Omega Sentinel, and this card has lost me more games than it has won me because it shoots the highest target on the field, which, you know, as a Fantomex player, you don't really contest the highest number card on the field. You kind of just place your cards where you can and go from there. So it just hasn't felt that great. I do like the card art, but Omega Sentinel is just not really working for me personally. Maybe because I don't have Prodigy. It might just, well, I have Prodigy and whatever the other one is that activates. My brain can't think of it. But I don't really like this version of the deck. I feel like I have less control of like how it plays. I am looking forward to Scorpion. Whenever Scorpion releases, I think this is when this deck is going to really pop off. But I don't know. Phantom X feels like it's in a solid spot right now. I guess, kinda, maybe. It's just not in the best spot. It's kind of weird. It's a little weird. I've also been using Destroy with Weapon X. I do enjoy this deck, but like every deck that I play, it's always got an issue. And the issue with this one is that if you don't Weapon X, it feels clunky. The issue with Organic Virus is if you don't, you know, have your Techno Organic Virus and your Mobius, it can feel a little weird depending on what you get. The deck feels good outside of that. And with Fantomex is just a weird deck. It just honestly is a hard to control or hard to pilot deck because you need this guy out in turn 4 or 5. Otherwise, your deck just doesn't do anything, right? And that sucks. So each deck's got their own flaws. It's not as simple as just, oh, I can just do whatever I want. Not this one, but I do like Bounce too. Bounce is interesting. I think Bounce is pretty strong, but it's just a little hard to pilot at times. So yeah, those are the decks I've been using. Same old stuff. I'm always gonna be a Fantomex player at the end of the day. I'm excited for, you know, brand new day stuff. I think that's gonna be really fun. I am currently trying to save up enough currency to pull or to buy this because I do want to eventually play Doom 99. I know the deck's a lot more brain dead simple, but sometimes, you know, just the simple things that win, you know, work. And it would be nice to have some seasons where I just play Doom 99 and just win casually because that deck just wins casually. Um, which I have been slowly building a Doom 99 deck. And also he's getting a new artwork in the summer and is going to be like riding a surfboard and it's going to be kind of cool. No, is it a surfboard or is it a jet ski? I forget, but I'm excited for the summer stuff. Um, Other things that I've been working towards slowly. Let me do this. Go to my albums. I've been slowly trying to get Blink through this. I just need 2 more cards to actually pop. I would like it to be Black Swan, and I don't really care what the last one is, but I would like to get the Black Swan art because I think this art looks really great. And then I'll be able to get Blink this way, which would be kind of nice, which is why I've been saving my gold. Because if I wanted to, I could still buy the Morgan Le Fay bundle and get the credits that I would, or the collector coins that I would need, but like it doesn't really matter. So yeah, so slow progression towards this, and eventually getting what I want on my daily rotation shop. So that's Marvel Snap. I've been hitting Infinite every season since I've started. The seasons do kind of fluctuate depending on like what the meta is and what the new cards are. It kind of just depends. Like for the most part, though, hitting Infinite isn't really that complicated for someone like me who's been playing for a few months. I think going on to 6 months now, or is it 7 months? I don't remember. And the game's still fun, which is the most important thing. I still enjoy playing the game. Now, let's cut into life stuff so you guys can understand why I'm been uploading less videos and what's going on. Because I'm sure a lot of you are confused because I was uploading a lot. It's a process when it comes to what I'm doing because I have a lot of ambition and a lot of things that I'm working on outside of Marvel Snap that I enjoy, like really enjoy. So let's talk about it. I have a Rumble channel. It has to be Rumble, unfortunately, because YouTube is very hard to please when it comes to uploading abridged style stuff. For those who don't know, I like to voice act and edit on the side. All the main characters in this one, Sun Jin Woo, Yato, Tatsumi, Deku. I voice all these characters in the series for main characters, and I also edit them. I edit the whole thing with help from my other voice actors who send me their voice lines, and it's a whole thing. I have a whole Discord server for just this stuff that I really am passionate about, and we've been pushing out content. And we just got into solo leveling, and it's been really straining to try to do Marvel Snap and this because I have to script write, I have to voice act, I have to edit. It takes a lot of time. But it's worth it, even though I'm not getting money off this because I don't really care that much. This is something that I really enjoy doing when it comes to from an editor perspective. This is something that itches my my creativity, and it helps to like have this on the side for myself, just so I have something to go back to and watch because I really do enjoy doing this. If you guys are interested, I'll have this linked into the description below. Soul Leveling is our newer stuff. It's really awesome. We already finished Akame ga Kill. I think it was solid. I think what we did with Akame ga Kill was solid, but it's not our best work. I think our best work is literally Noragami and episode 2 of Solo Leveling. The newer episodes that will be coming out eventually, because we just finished scripting episode 3 and 4, which are 4 and 5 in the anime for Solo Leveling, are really funny, and I'm really happy with how they turned out in the script. It's just now we have to do the work, voice act it, send it to me. I have to edit it, make it all good and clean for publishing. And I take a lot of time to do this correctly because I'm really passionate about it. So if you guys do go and watch Noragami, or you do watch Soul Leveling Bridge episode 1, episode 2, I love episode 2. We also have the short season 2 Biru versus Jinwoo fight, which I'm really proud of. The scripting didn't really matter. It was just the fight itself was really what I wanted to see if I could actually animate, or not animate, but sound effect it correctly. Because all abridging is essentially is redoing your own vocals with your own script and redoing the sound completely from the ground up. You have to mute the whole track and do your own sounds. And it takes some time. Luckily, I'm really good at it. And doing a 13-minute episode realistically only takes me about 2 days of editing. So this was really fun. It took longer to actually release the episode because the rate for lines, I have to find the time. It took roughly about 24 days or 25 days to actually get it done. But that's just because of the process. Recording the episode, scripting the episode, voicing the episode, editing the episode, publishing the episode. It's a whole process. But this is not the only thing that I've been working on. This is just something that I do on the side because I really enjoy it, and it really does make me happy to see like all this hard work go somewhere, even though it's not like that the craziest views or the followers. It doesn't really matter to me. This is for me. This is what makes me happy. I like watching anime stuff, so I like abridging it. The other thing I will say is why it's not on YouTube is because it gets blocked. I do have 2 episodes of Noragami on YouTube. It's episode 2 and 3. So if you wanted to see episode 1, you'd have to go to Rumble. For some reason, it wouldn't allow it on YouTube, but 2 and 3 were allowed. YouTube's weird. I don't really like the platform too much. But this is not the only thing that I've been doing, okay? This is all my hobbies. This is all just a hobby of mine. I am working on something else completely different, and this is going to be the first time I actually share it to the public that not a lot of people know about. And that is I write comic books. Not only am I writing a comic book, I'm creating a comic book. And it's a long process to do this work. It's very expensive and it takes time. I'm working with a fantastic studio that is very patient and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very good at what they do. And it takes time to do this. Now, this comic will not be out for quite a while because the way I'm doing it's a bit different than your normal comic books. I am doing it seasonal based. Each season will have 10 episodes or 10 chapters, and each chapters are going to be potentially between 50 and 65-ish panels. And to put that in perspective, 4 to 5 panels per page. So it's going to take a while, especially since these pages are quite expensive and come out of my pocket personally. Now, I would start a GoFundMe, but I really want to try to do this myself because I'm very ambitious, and I don't know if people would really like throw money at a comic book that may not be anything other than a comic book. I would love to one day make it an anime. I think what I have is really awesome and it's really different, but it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of money for me and a lot of patience. So that's what I've been working on the side, my own personal stuff. I love Marvel Snap. I think the game's great. It's something that I do enjoy playing on the side. But when it comes to reality, it's really hard to do videos on Marvel Snap and do something that I'm really passionate about on the side. I will continue doing Marvel Snap, of course, whenever I can get the time and actually make a video. I love doing that. But right now, it's going to be a little slower on my side because I'm really trying to do my bridging. I'm really trying to focus down and get my comic book rolling. It's going to cost more money, which means less spending on Marvel Snap because these pages are quite expensive. To put it in perspective for you, how much a page is roughly $83 just for 4 to 5 panels. And I have a lot of panels to get. I already mapped out how much it's going to roughly cost me to complete my first book, and it's quite a bit. Though honestly, I'm pretty happy with how much progress I've made on it. And even though earlier this year I was having a rough patch with how much money I was getting from my job, I got a new job. I'm making a lot more money. I'm happier with my hours. I'm overnighting. I'm going to be able to do a lot more with my comic book now that I'm able to make more money. And I think I'm in a good place right now to, open up about this stuff and talk to you guys. That I'm excited to get this comic book done. I'm excited to try to make something out of it. And I'm excited to see where it goes because this comic book is a passion of mine. It's something that I really, really put a lot of time into. It's only 5 seasons, but it's like long 5 seasons. And eventually, hopefully you guys get to sit down and actually read it, pick it up at a comic book store or something, or maybe they turn it into, or if I'm able to, turn it into an anime or something. That'd be awesome. Fun fact, Solo Leveling was a webtoon before it was an anime, so it's not out of the reality. Though I'm not making a webtoon, I'm making an actual comic book, but it would be cool to see it get turned into something more. Only 2 other people have read it completely, and the studio also really enjoys it. So I have a lot of hope and optimism when it comes to it doing decently. Now, whether or not it gets whether or not someone picks it up like a comic studio or something when it comes to like publishing, I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I'm mostly just looking at and trying to finish it, print it myself, and go from there. So yeah, that's pretty much everything, guys. That's why there's been less videos. That's why I've been so busy. There's a lot. I have a lot on my plate. Bridging takes time. Making videos from Marvel Snap takes time. Doing my comic book is taking a lot of time. Luckily, a lot of that pressure is already done because it's already written, but it's still a process of me approving it piece by piece and making sure that it's going the direction I'm going to make sure it's translated correctly onto paper. And it's a lot. It's a lot. But it's worth it. I think the pages that I have look really great. And in fact, just to show you what one of the pages look like, I'll just pick up a random page. Which one is really good? That way you guys get a good idea of what the art style is. Let's go with this one. Bam. That way you guys know it's legit. But yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will continue doing Marvel Snap content, of course. I love the game. The game is great. It's a nice little side distraction. It's just taking a lot of time to do these other projects. So thanks you all for watching. Hopefully I'm able to do some podcasts or something on the side with this, because honestly, that would be easier to do. It would be honestly easier to get into a podcast nowadays and then try to sit down and figure out what video I want to record and edit. But, it's it's a process. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below if you are going to be interested in watching the bridge stuff that I have posted. I'm quite happy with it, honestly. I think the Solo Leveling and the Noragami stuff is definitely really good. The Akami stuff is really nice too. It's done a little bit differently. It's more like a burst series, because we kind of go through the whole 2 seasons or whatever it was in 3 episodes, but they're 45 to 50 minutes apiece. So it is a little bit like a rapid fire, but I've been told the story's really good and it flows nicely. Not my best edited work. I think it's solid. I think the sound's a little rough at points, but like I've gotten a lot better since then, which is why I'm always like I love my Noragami stuff, and I'm really starting to love my solo leveling stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate the time that you know sit here and watched, and yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.